All right, comedian Chris Parker, he's a busy man. Season 2 of his show, Double Parked, is just about to launch on 3. The next day his live show kicks off at the Winter Comedy Festival. He almost needs 2 of himself. It's called Give Me One Good Reason Why I Shouldn't Throw My Phone Off This Bridge. I've got to say, I know the feeling. Any chance you can jump, swim and find it for me, Chris? G'day, mate. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you. Thanks for having me.
Welcome into the podcast studio.
I can't believe it. The way you operate, it's phenomenal.
What do you mean?
Well, it's just like you just go and it's just you in here. I think I'd go mad.
I think I am mad.
I think you're mad too.
Look, I've got a great team though. Look, they're out there ready to rescue me through the glass.
But look at you. You got like a remote in your hand.
I've got 2.
Wow. This is the future of it all, isn't it?
Oh God, is it?
I guess so.
No, but it really is. So you've got where we used to have 60 staff.
Yeah.
We've now got 3 or 4.
I know.
Yeah, don't tell the accountants and the bosses. They should be having a party in here.
It's like Double Park now. I used to say, watch it tonight. But now they say stream first.
I know. Well, because there's no such thing as watching it tonight. It's always available for you.
Available now.
So how's it going, season 2?
It's good. I'm so excited to finally be able to share it. I mean, you spend so much time making it, like blood, sweat and tears.
It's TV though, right?
It is TV.
It sucks time and money. Race to the start line and wait.
Yeah, and then it's out, and then you just hope people. But then you hope that people enjoy it, and then people do message you going, "I love that show," and you think, "Oh, it was all worth it." I think.
But it's actually important that too, because this is your love and your passion and your craft. Like this is our craft, right?
Yeah.
Sort of similar stuff that we do. And for someone to acknowledge it, stop you in a supermarket and say, "Hey, I liked what you did there," that actually means a lot to you.
It does in a way. Like I do like I do like the compliment for me, but I do like more that it's being consumed, that the media's being consumed, because I feel like we make so much, but you're like, is anyone getting it?
Does anyone stop to see it?
Chuck
it out there.
Everything's like flying at everyone. So
I think they do see, and I think they do. People have downtime. I know the world looks busy, but I think people stop to watch stuff.
There's a lot to distract them. There's videos of people cutting soap on the internet, and those are so appealing to watch.
Well, there's videos of people eating soap on the internet.
Yeah, exactly. And then, so when someone says, "Hey, I sat down with the thing that you thought I might enjoy and that you spent lots of time trying to make, and I really loved it," that means so much.
But have we got this entirely wrong? I mean, if people's concentrate, I look at my son, and he's out there flicking this shorts and TikToks and all these things that take about 3 seconds. And there's just like this. Now, what's that doing to a mind, and how are we going to capture that in the future?
Yeah, but then we're part to blame, because, we're there too. You're making clips, I'm making clips, and we're putting them on.
Serena's making clips. That's not me. No, but
you need your TikTok audience as much as I do as well.
And that's the thing, you can bash up against it, or you say, okay, we're going to go with it. You can actually go with the river in the end, don't you?
I think so.
So how good season 2? You got a great cast.
I've got a phenomenal
Haven't
cast.
you, though?
No, I really do. I've got like the best cast ever. And the way we operate is so much like a... it feels more like a sort of short film. Like, we really have to muck in there. We are really ambitious with the show. We've been even more ambitious this season, and it gets into like it's a really heartwarming show, and so it
deals with current issues in our lives, right?
Yeah, and it talks about like relationships and love, and I always feel like, with rom-coms, it's always about either the beginning or the end.
Yes.
So when you got together or when you broke up.
It has to be at the end, doesn't it?
But
you keep dragging them through.
I'm curious about the rom-com when you are 6 years in and trying to keep it alive. And that's the sort of story. It feels kind of like mundane, but it also feels
That's
big.
a real challenge to keep a rom-com alive for 6 years. Marriages break up after 7, don't they? So you've got a year left. Hey, but you've got season 2, which is good. And television, that's success now.
Yes, exactly. I guess the big time. It was always the dream.
Yeah.
It was always the dream, was to be able to make stuff like this on this level. And so I am always like pinching myself when I turn up to work every day and get to work on it.
And what are you doing after that? So you've got...
I've got a show on tomorrow night as well.
Throwing something in the river or something, right?
Yeah, in my stand-up hour, which I've been performing since February, but I'm going to just do like a return show at the ASB Waterfront Theatre.
Talented man. Where do you get the material? How do you get the confidence? What goes through your mind?
It's usually just like a sort of knee-jerk reaction to how I'm feeling immediately, and I'm like, I've got to find a way to articulate this, and then I find a mic and get out there with the audience and try and make them laugh about how we're also feeling, and usually people feel the same, and then
do you get nervous?
I get excited.
That's good.
I like being in front of people, and I love doing live comedy, I think, as well. Going back to this thing of like, I guess, distraction media of like these short little videos, it can only create a certain amount of joy, but to have everyone in the room together and everyone's actually off their phones and they're listening and they're laughing, it just feels so much more like powerful and cathartic.
Yeah, so because you're out there on the stage, and it's a lonely place, right?
It's a very lonely place.
Especially if people aren't reacting. So you're looking around the crowd, you bastards, you can make this good for me tonight or not, you know? So you're looking for that first initial...
Well, I've started opening my shows now on stage. I don't like walking from behind stage out.
Because of the pressure?
I just like, as they walk in, I'm
It's an
also
interesting
on stage.
trait.
I just think, we're here to build a sort of sense of community in this space together and laugh together. And the best thing that I can do for myself is be with them as they
I like
enter.
that. See, it doesn't give you the big royal entry like, da-da-da-da, here it is.
I know, but I hate the pomp and circumstance. And I hate this idea that I'm waving like I'm some sort of huge star where I'm really just backstage, like throwing a banana and a Barocca down and just trying to get ready for it and be nervous. I'm like, well, why not be nervous with them in the room? Because they're also thinking, I hope he's okay out there.
Yeah.
And I can show them that I'm okay.
And so you don't want them to have phones, but you're talking about a phone. Yours is about a phone. Why phone?
Oh, look, I just it's a reaction. The show is about, my sort of relationship with the internet, the fact that I kind of need it. I love that it gives me the audience and brings them here, but also that it's like ruining my mind. And
It controls our lives, doesn't it?
I mean, it does. It's like it feels like a trivial conversation because we're like, oh yeah, like
No, it's
us
about
and
our
our
lives.
phones, but it's like so entangled into my life and into my work, and now it's coming into my relationship. It's like I've got to figure it out, and so it looks into that.
Where's your phone right now?
It's in my right pocket,
In your right pocket. So
and it's heating up. It's like sort of 75 degrees. I've been on it for a little while.
Right. I think with phones, we say, it's trivial, but it's actually not. Because if you look at how many times you're attached to your phone in a day, like go and audit it. Do you ever audit how long?
I don't want to look at this. I simply don't want to understand the statistics of that.
You could do it right now. We could do this live.
I'm not doing my screen time with you.
Go on, just do it live.
There is absolutely
This
no.
could be interesting and
No, 'cause-
revealing.
Because it'll be like over 8 hours.
A day.
Yeah.
That's like times 7. I'm going to do this by times 7, okay? So you're 56, I can do my maths, 56 hours a week, potentially.
I know. I know.
Goodness, that's a job and a half.
I know, but like
That's normal, yeah, it is normal.
it's what people are doing.
Because my son, I say to his mates, show us your screen time. If we
Yeah.
hop in the car, come on,
Yeah.
Duncan, we're going to go deep and bowling.
What's yours like?
Oh, mine's only a couple of hours a day.
Yeah, whatever.
4 phones, 8 hours.
I don't. Yeah, exactly.
It used to be way more, and I've learned to walk away from it. Oh, you have to.
Yeah, you have to.
For your mental health, for your own hold on yourself.
Yeah, I know. And actually,
I know kids that are doing 35 hours a week on it.
yeah, it's
And
a
I said
lot.
to the kid, you'd be in the top basketball team if you started shooting, 35 hours of.
But I
hoops.
always feel like, right, what's the thing? It's like you can't just say, I'll get off it. You have to make the draw to be in the real world stronger. Like, that's what I keep saying to myself. So rather than being like, okay, get off my phone, I'm like, no, what am I looking forward to that's off my phone?
That is their real world. That's the other thing too, is convincing them that there's another world. Like, go and see Chris stand on stage and make you laugh. That's the real world. We've got to do more of it.
Yeah.
Engage.
Well, that's what I feel when I'm in the room with the audience. I'm like, this feels so much better, you guys. And in the audience, they're like, yeah, we totally agree. Like, they love it as well. And so,
Man, I wonder how long it will take for you to pick up your phone out of your pocket when you leave here. Because I'm extending this interview now just to give you some more time, FaceTime,
I'm already reaching for my hand into my pocket right now.
Okay, so how do people get tickets? Where's the show? What do we do?
Okay, so the show is tomorrow night. You can get tickets in the link in my bio on my Instagram, or you just search Chris Parker ASB Waterfront Theatre. Otherwise, Double Park. That's on 3 now from tonight.
Can I watch it? Like, can I sit down in front of the television and watch it live?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
I think probably.
Yeah, I think
I
it
wouldn't
still
be able
works.
to tell you what time.
Oh, really?
That truly.
No, you can, can't you? Is it like 7, 8:30, 7?
I think it might be 8:30. It's truly.
It's
It's-
streaming live, and you can watch it anytime streaming.
It's the future, Duncan. Can you believe it?
Hey,
You're
how-
doing a podcast on your own, and I'm streaming TV.
I'm never on my own. 8:30 p.m. it is, by the way.
You got the man in your head.
Yeah. I was a woman. Hey, how did you find hosting? You've been hosting as well, right? On radio.
Oh yeah, I did a little time there as well. It was
You
great.
did do time there.
I did
So
time.
sentence.
Yeah, we want to do a sentence. That was good. I mean, I like that everyone's listening on the other end. I think it's quite cool that like,
Isn't it though?
it's very
And
live.
you get this live feedback and
yeah,
people
you
are
get
like,
everyone's honest opinions.
I know, and especially if you give stuff away, you find they really come at you. Hey, Greg, I've never met you before, so it's nice to see you.
Nice
I've
to
seen
meet
you
you.
around and everything. And
Yeah, of course.
Done the Kiwi raised eyebrow.
That old thing, the
but it's-
supermarket.
I wish you all the best with your stuff. You're a bloody talented man, and I rate what you do.
Oh, appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you for showing interest in us as well.
Oh, always.
Good on you, brother.
Duncan Garner, live.